Hi, this is Amber Rain Davis. Welcome to my YouTube channel and blog at notableink.com. This card is part of a set for Altenew's August 2018 blog hub. I'm not going to show the product insert with this video since I've showed that with several of the other videos in this set. But today we're going to be using one leaf from the Inked Flora stamp set. Let's go ahead and get started with the card. So I'm using this leaf stamp and I'm just going to repeat a pattern on an A2 size card front. This is Nina Classic Crafts Solar White 80-pound cardstock. And I started by just stamping one in the middle, and then I'm just scooching up the next one right to the edges and repeating that over and over. I did have a misstamp on the next row that I do up at the top, but that's going to be covered by the sentiment strip, so I went ahead and just kept going with where I was going with the stamps. So we'll get that completely stamped up. When you do a pattern like this that mimics patterned paper, you do want to make sure that you're stamping off the edge so that it looks like a complete pattern and like your card front was cut out of a sheet of patterned paper. So we'll move on to the sentiment. I'm stamping Have a Lovely Day from the Inked Flora Stamp set onto a strip of black cardstock. We'll go ahead and get that heat embossed with white embossing powder. Make sure that you prep your surface with either cornstarch or a embossing bag, embossing buddy, something like that, so that the stray bits don't stick to your surface. Get your heat tool good and hot, and then go ahead and melt that embossing powder. So I felt like the sentiment strip was really stark black. I needed to bring that black in another area. So what I'm going to do is take a Sakura Pigma Micron 01 pen, and you can see that this particular image is very sketchy. I'm going to utilize that and add some black flicks of ink to those sketchy areas so that we get some more black ink into this card. You can see in that left side of that card where I over stamped this leaf right here, and again that's going to be covered by the sentiment strip, so I'm not too worried about that. So we're going to continue to add ink. I add it to the top of the leaf first, then after I've completed that I go back and look at it and decide that we need it in a couple more areas as well. One thing that I didn't do that I think also would have looked nice is adding a drop shadow with a light gray Copic marker to the leaves. That's something that I may try next time. So again, I felt like it needed a little something extra, something to complete the card. So I'm going to go ahead and put a hand-drawn frame in here with a double line, one thick line, one thin line, so that it's got some nice weight to it. So I just, to do this, draw 3 lines and then I'll fill in between the two to make the thicker line. And excuse my head, I wanted to make sure that I had those lines lined up perfectly. So you can see I filled in that darker line. I'm going to pop up the sentiment strip. I'll use a T-square ruler to make sure it's nice and straight. I added some clear flat sequins for a little added interest, and that's the card. Hope you enjoyed this card today. You can check out the rest of the cards from this set on my blog at notableink.com and follow along with Altenew's August 2018 blog hub for chances for prizes and giveaways on my blog as well. Have a great day.